anti-Hindu bashing once again in Karnataka. So the fact is, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the great thing about tonight, that in 2023, India being anti-Hindu is not cool anymore. Being anti-Hindu will not be accepted. And that is why the attempt to target Hinduism by associating a Hindu group with terrorism brings back the horrible memories of how Sonia Gandhi allowed her government to link Bhagwa with terrorism, saffron with terrorism, how Sonia Gandhi's government created this lie about saffron terrorism. This hate-filled approach towards Hinduism is now being countered with rational, reasoned arguments on my program, where we say that the civilizational heritage of our country cannot be compromised anymore simply because the Vadra Congress wants to soak its politics with a patently anti-Hindu agenda. Not anymore. Not anymore. And that is why we say tonight, hashtag anti-Hindu is not cool. That's my first debate tonight. They played the anti-Hindu card and they are now surprised at the reaction. Debate number 2 tonight. Makers of the Kerala story on the debate. This film is releasing, that's a great thing. And I just wonder why there was angst so much about it. Sharp debate at 10, and here are the headlines this Thursday evening on the debate tonight. Bharatiya Janata Party, Bajrang Dal, Vishwa Hindu Parishad chant Hanuman Chalisa across Karnataka to counter the Congress's anti-Hindu move. Questioned for its constantly anti-Hindu position, the Congress attempts emergency damage control with a temple run, but it's too late. It's too late, ladies and gentlemen, in Karnataka. Amidst attempts to black out the reality of terrorism, the Supreme Court has refused to stay the release of the Kerala story. Politicians para-drop, calls are made for tractor mobilization. The wrestlers' protest has gone overboard and totally political. Yogi walks the talk on the mafia crackdown. Wanted gangster Anil Dujana eliminated in an encounter. And Jaishankar holds talks with Russia and China on the SCO sidelines. Send us a very strong message on the LAC issue. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 days ahead of the elections, the Vadra Congress's attempt to play the anti-Hindu card has completely backfired this time. The BJP has made it the fulcrum of their campaign, and the Vadra Congress leaders are now desperately trying to say that they are not playing the anti-Hindu card, but everybody knows what they just tried to do. Let's debate.
6 days to polls, and Bajrang Dal controversy has become the biggest talking point this election season. As I travelled from Shivamoga to Bengaluru, a lot of locals say just about a few days ago, the Bharatiya Janata Party had an empty food plate. And it is now the Congress which has served the food to the BJP, giving that much needed impetus to this entire election campaigning of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Congress very well know that they can't ban it, but they are under the tremendous pressure of PFI and SDPI, and almost they are being Congress has been strangled by PF and SDPI, and they have threatened that they will withdraw their support, because openly they have declared support. Bajrang Dal is in all over the country, but comparing that to PFI, where it has been banned on strong grounds of anti-national activities, including terrorist activity.
All those things not the important issue now. Why this Congress government, when they are running the government for 5 years, why they have not banned that organization? Why they are raising now this subject? What is the necessity? We have to change the culture of those organizations. We have to teach them how to behave in the public life. That is important.
After releasing the manifesto, Vadra Congress appears to be in a complete damage control mode. In fact, Karnataka Congress Chief D.K. Shivakumar is on a temple run, and he says that he's going to build Hanuman Mandir after they come to power. But many say that the damage is already done.
ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅಂಜಾದ್ರಿ ಏನು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ರಾಮ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಏನು ಅಂಜಾದ್ರಿ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಇದೆ, ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂಥ ಮಂಡಳಿ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದ್ಧತೆ ಇದೆ.
Where the Congress leadership, in fact, and be it Veerappa Moily or anybody else, in fact, because they are pointing the fingers at one another. We had seen Veerappa Moily also speaking about this, and he had, in fact, also stated that this question needs to be taken up with D.K. Shivkumar, and that he then once again took a U-turn from the manifesto and had stated that there cannot be any ban that can be imposed by the state government.
ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಜರಂಗ ದಳವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟನೆ ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾದಂತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಲ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದೆನೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇರುವ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದರ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಇಂಥ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ, ಹೇಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸು.
Right now to paint the Vadra Congress as a complete anti-Hindu party. This is a point that is going to continue to be the biggest bone of contention, and not just that, something that could clearly dent the prospects of the Vadra Congress.
अपने कांग्रेस का भी मालूम पड़ रहा है, पूरा कर्नाटक का पूरा जनता उसको अभी विरोध कर रहा है. तो ये कांग्रेस को अभी सोचना चाहिए, कांग्रेस उसको वापस लेना चाहिए. नहीं तो बजरंग दल अगले 4-5 दिन है, हम कांग्रेस का विरुद्ध पोस्टर अभियान बनाएंगे. कर्नाटक में घर घर जाएंगे, घर घर जाके सभी घर वालों को बताएंगे कांग्रेस को मत वोट डालो. वो हम अभियान बजरंग दल से शुरू करेंगे.
There's no denial about the fact that the two campaign of Vadra Congress, 40% Sarkara and PCM, did actually find resonance among the public. But the blunder they made was with equating Bajrang Dal with that of the Popular Front of India.
हम लोग तो भी इंटरेस्टेड हैं, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा विरोधी पार्टियाँ एक साथ हो, इसके लिए हम लोगों ने बात किया. जितने लोग एग्री करेंगे सब एक साथ बैठ जाएंगे, तब एक साथ बैठेंगे तो उसी समय पूरे देश के लिए क्या पॉलिसी होना चाहिए, और अगर आपको बहुमत मिल जाए तो आगे क्या काम करना चाहिए, ये सब उसी में होगा.
And I think there are a lot of, I think every conscientious Indian citizen is proud today that in this country we have this hashtag tonight, anti-Hindu not cool, and I would call upon all our viewers and all our panelists to please use this hashtag so that we send a message across the country that the kind of constant abuse of the Hindu religion, the abuse of Hindus to pander to some vote banks has to stop right now. And Mr. Sabharwal, I want to start with you. What did your party gain this time by pulling out the anti-Hindu abuse of Hindus card once again? You will realize, Mr. Sabharwal, you will lose more the more you abuse Hindus and Hinduism, you call the RSS a terror organization, you call the Bajrang Dal a terror organization, you call the Vishwa Hindu Parishad a terror organization, you abuse Veer Savarkar, you say that Hindus are members of the Taliban, you coined the phrase Hindu Taliban, you thought that you are such a powerful party, you will abuse Hindus, and it has to be accepted because this is secularism. Mr. Sabharwal, today go out in your constituency, go out of your house, ask anybody on the road, say we abuse Hindus, will you vote for us? You will get an answer. You will not win a single election if you continue like this, Mr. Sabharwal. This fake secularism has to stop in this country. Thank you. Over to you. So you thought you would abuse Bajrang Dal and you will get abused. Say Bajrang Dal because it's a Hindu organization, is a terrorist group. You thought chala hai na 70 saal se fir chalega. Nahi chalega. Bhai sahab, ye desh badal chuka hai. आप लोग की अपनी पॉलिटिक्स बदलनी होगी जी।
अर्नब जी,
आप हर इलेक्शन हारेंगे। आप जो लोग सिख राइट्स कराते हैं उनको बचाते हैं और हिंदुइज्म को गाली देते हैं, ये नहीं चलेगा जी। बोलिए।
I am also I am also Hindu like you. When I will die, my mother, my son will definitely cremate me. And Hinduism means to serve the people of India. Hinduism means for the welfare and development of the state.
Acha, no.
I am surprised.
Yeah.
Where we have said that Bajrang Bali is my God. Hanumanji is our God. It is not a God of the BJP only. It is a God of each and every Hindu of this nation. They are not the stockists. They are not the wholesaler. They are not the distributors.
Louder.
Very sad, you know.
Yeah,
we
it's sad.
Never said.
Yeah, it's sad.
We never said a bad
yeah,
of any
sad.
organization.
I'll tell you, it is sad, Mr. Sabharwal.
Where we are saying,
it is sad.
Our leader,
it is sad,
Rahul
but I'm
Gandhi,
telling you, Mr.
Rahul
Sabharwal, Mr. Sabharwal, Mr. Sabharwal, I am telling you something. I am telling you something. I am a Hindu too. I am a Hindu too. And I will take a call today in this country. Let me open the phone lines and say, you are a member of a party which says, you are a member and a leader, you are part of the All India Congress Committee, you belong to a party which says, Lord Ram never existed. You belong to a party which said the Ram Setu is fiction. You belong to a party which says the Ram Setu is irrelevant. You belong to a party which says Hinduism promotes terrorism. You belong to a party which says, whose leader is quoted as saying that Hindu groups are more dangerous than the Lashkar-e-Toiba.
Every time
you have done this before.
Celebrate Diwali more than you.
You go on.
More than BJP.
Don't play a Diwali card on me.
You always participate.
Please, sir.
Every
1 minute.
activity of Hindu.
You see, I'll tell you. 1 minute. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. See. And I'm opening it up. Everybody will get a chance to speak to versus to everyone on the screen. I just want to say this.
Is it a fact that Bajrang Dal is now equated to Hanumanji? Is that why they are killing people? They have killed 2 Dalits in Karnataka, and that's why this issue has come up. And Bajrang Dal is not an issue in Karnataka. Please, Arnab, please get your facts right. You are talking about Hindu. So many people are Hindus. Does it mean that you go around killing Dalits? Is that what Bajrang Dal is all about? You are equating it to all these organizations which come under the RSS umbrella.
No.
And you say that abusing any of them is abusing Hinduism.
1 minute.
What is it that they are doing?
I'll tell you, Renu, listen to me. Renu, listen to me now. I've got your point. I've got your point.
First you listen to me.
I've got your point.
You have not got.
You're repeating yourself. I've got your point. You're repeating yourself.
Into politics. You are saying Bajrang Dal is Hanumanji. What are you doing to this country? You are only talking about a one-sided picture. Again,
see, I'll tell you, Renu. Renu, I'll tell you something. Renu, can I request you to keep it brief? I've got so many guests. So if you're brief, then it is good. Then I don't need to bring down your volume. I just want everybody to have their turn. And I am telling you one thing. See, Renu, I'll get the other side.
You're not giving us a turn.
Well, 2 of you have spoken. You're on one side. Nobody from the other side has spoken. So learn some tolerance. The problem with all you Lutyens types is you are most intolerant. You become spoilt. Okay, now listen to me.
No. We are very tolerant because we listen to you.
Thank you.
So we are tolerant.
Thank you.
When you
Now
talk about
I'll tell you.
Hindus,
Now I'll tell you.
Hindus, practicing Hindus.
I'll tell you one thing. See, I'll tell you one thing. Please, just for 2 minutes, please. And I'll complete it, then I won't speak for the next 10 minutes. I am saying today that there is there's the little approach you people have towards Hinduism. Be a Hindu in your house, put a agarbatti in your house, keep quiet, never go on the street and say you're a proud Hindu, never display your Hinduism, never hold for example, a Hanuman Chalisa publicly. If you do Hanuman Chalisa publicly, we will call you communal, we will call you intolerant, we will call you Hitler. Renu, I'll have to substitute. Now, I don't want to be disturbed. I have to complete my point. The problem you have is with Hinduism, which is why every Hindu organization, according to you, is a terrorist organization. And I'm very happy that in this country, this approach is being openly challenged. Congress has tried to play the anti-Hindu card, and you see the reaction. We have a response here from Sanju. Sanju, are you overplaying the issue to polarize the vote in Karnataka?
Arnab, I wish I could have said that Congress has mastered the art of, drawing a loss from the jaws of victory or a potential victory, because this is the narrative that has been peddled by umpteen Congress spokespersons in zillions of debates that, hum to zarur jeetenge. But today I think the tables have been turned because of the rabble-rousers and motor mouths within the Congress party. But to say that the Congress has actually given Karnataka on a golden platter to the BJP is being too far-fetched. The fact that the double-engine Sarkar in Karnataka by the BJP has done tons of work, particularly within the infrastructure space, is not currently up for discussion, because I think, as you rightly said, the moot point we are discussing today is about, PFI, SDPI, Bajrang Dal, Bajrang Bali, so on and so forth. Very quickly, just let me tell one thing. It's very amusing. I don't even feel surprised anymore that each time the Bajrang Bali or Bajrang Dal debate is there on television channels, the Congress comes up and says, oh, but there was a Bajrang Dal worker called Dhruv Saxena who actually joined the ISIS. Oh, but there is a Babu Bajrangi, who was involved in the Naroda Gam riots. I just want to tell them, if you equate one Dhruv Saxena or one Babu Bajrangi, who, by the way, was given a clean chit on the 20th of April, just a couple of days back by the special court in Ahmedabad. So Babu Bajrangi today is no longer a terrorist because the courts have said as much. The fact is, why is it that 1 or 2 or 3 Bajrang Dal workers are equated with the entire Bajrang Dal, which has more than 10 lakh workers on the ground? And let me tell you, that we all know about the Ekal Vidyalayas, the Vidya Bharati schools and the Saraswati Shishu Mandirs, which, are run and managed by not only the RSS, but some of the people who do maximum amount of on-ground selfless service in these schools are the VHP and Bajrang Dal workers. Today, there are more than 85,000 Ekal Vidyalaya, Vidya Bharati and Saraswati Shishu Mandir schools, which teach more than 55 lakh tribal young girls, and 70% of these tribal girls are actually given free education. So the limited point I'm making is that Bajrang Dal, RSS, VHP are providing yeoman service. Okay, so let's not question their bona fides. Now I will just end by saying one thing. In 2007, who filed an affidavit in the Supreme Court denying the very existence of Prabhu Ram? It was none other than Congress party. When Kapil Sibal was still there in the Congress, now he's in Rajya Sabha on a Samajwadi party ticket. He fought tooth and nail, saying Ram Mandir jurisdiction should be delayed till after the Lok Sabha 2019 elections.
You have to allow people, other people
on the election outcome.
Yeah. Okay, now, thank you, Renu and Sanju. 1 minute. My question here is, I want to analyze. Thank you, Renu, and Renu and Sanju, you both spoken. I want to bring Smita and Surabhi on the left. And I would like to bring in, I'm bringing Sandeep also in a minute, but I'd like to bring in Advocate Mudassir Ali Khan, General Secretary of the JDS, and Advocate Waris Pathan of the All India MIM. See, Waris, you also have to understand the changing mood in this country. There was a time when you stood up and you used to say, 80 versus 20, 20 versus 80, and where your leaders would constantly, make these disparaging comments about Hindus, and then there would be a lot of wah-wahi in the crowd, and you would get very popular. In fact, there was a video I saw of your leader Asaduddin Owaisi where he was making such disparaging comments on Hindu men. When he made a comment ki if you can't produce children, you should go to this pan shop and you have the pan and you'll produce more children. It was basically a comment where he was trying to say that Hindu men are not fertile enough. This kind of disparaging comment, what I'm trying to say to you, whether you want to make these disparaging comments on Hindus from a public forum, it cannot be allowed. Second, trying to abuse and target or make some other vote bank happy by saying I will ban the Bajrang Dal, it's a terrorist group, cannot be allowed. Bhagwa associating it with terrorism to appease a particular vote bank cannot be allowed. You understand? And when everybody has sensitivities, 1 minute, I'm completing. What I'm trying to tell you, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, Hindus have sensitivities to Waris. And I hope the message that has grown from Karnataka around the country is being understood by everybody, including you.
Well, now allow me to make my point, Arnab.
By the way, the hashtag everybody is using tonight, anti-Hindu, not cool. You should also use the hashtag Waris. Waris, you also use the hashtag anti-Hindu, not cool.
Okay.
No, you also use the hashtag.
Arnab, there is a race going on in our country between
you use the hashtag anti-Hindu, not cool.
And both of them.
Why would you not use it?
Who is a bigger Hindu? Allow me, I will come to that also. There is a race going on in our country between the BJP and the Congress. And each of them want to prove that who is a bigger Hindu. The BJP wants to prove that they are a bigger Hindu. They are champions of Hinduism.
What's wrong with that?
They are champions of Hinduism. And BJP says that...
Surabhi, let him complete.
He goes on the stage and he chants the slogan of Bajrang Dal. The Congress goes on the Hanuman temple, their leaders, and they bow down. They say, if we come to power, we'll make a huge Hanuman temple there. Arnab, imagine for a second, if like Modi, who stands on the stage and shouts the slogans of Jai Bajrang Bali, the same way if Waris Pathan goes on the stage and asks votes in the name of Nare Takbir, Allahu Akbar, what would have happened? Heavens would have fallen, you would have shouted out the polarization. Now, who's doing the polarization? Who is playing the majoritarian politics in the country? And I would also like the election commissioner to make note of this. Who is trying to polarize the situation? Where the BJP on the one side say in the manifesto that once they come to power, they will impose UCC. We also said in 2019, but they did nothing. These are just word jargons used by the BJP. On the other hand, the Congress say we will ban this, we will do this, we will Hanuman temple. Let me ask a simple question to the Congress spokesperson, and let me ask the Congress, what is your stand on hijab? Let me ask a question. You said that you are going to make a Hindu temple there. On 6 December 1991, our Babri Masjid was made shaheed. You at that time were in power. You said that we will build Babri. Did you do that? No. Why? Now you want to make a, you want the 90% of the Muslims to vote for you. But what you want to do for the Muslims? The Muslims are asking this question. Today, anti-Hindu not cool. Even I say anti-Muslim not cool. Anti-Muslim not cool. Why this should not be the hashtag? Why you want to segregate? Why you want to create a divide in my great nation Bharat between the Hindus and the Muslims? Why are you playing in the hands of the...
How is it that somebody's party which is named All India
like tomorrow if I go on the stage...
1 minute. Waris, 1 minute. Waris, now Surabhi is responding to you. What Surabhi is responding to you. I have only one question to you in response. Just one question to you in response. First of all, as I said, just slow it down a little bit and just say calmly after me, PFI is a terrorist organization.
Whosoever tries to instigate...
Whosoever, whatsoever, what about we, whosoever, whatsoever, whenever, if ever. What is this drama? What whosoever? I'm talking about the PFI. Say the PFI is a terrorist organization before you. Why does your voice not go? Go slow then.
The SDPI was supposed to contest on 100 seats, but now they're contesting only on 16 seats. Because the Congress has pleaded with them. Please do not contest on 100 seats.
voting him. Why are they accepting against him? Because he belongs to the Bajrang Dal. So are they not trying to create a community?
I can't hear. I want the windows. 1 minute right now. And I'm getting Smita into this debate. I tell you, I have a particular problem, Smita, with the Congress. You see, just 1 minute. You know, I'll tell you why I have a... Congress has always said, see, we need the non-Hindu vote. And they think that they will get the non-Hindu vote by abusing
90% vote they want.
You relax, no, they want 90% vote. Question is, you can get anybody's vote, but you cannot say, like Rahul Gandhi had said, allegedly before the American ambassador, according to the WikiLeaks unredacted cables, and the Americans said that when Rahul Gandhi came to meet them, he said that these Hindu groups are more dangerous than the Lashkar-e-Toiba. So Rahul Gandhi privately says these things, right? And you have created this whole narrative that Hinduism is equal to terrorism. You created the saffron terror narrative. Sushil Shinde said that. And I won't forget what Gehlot said. Gehlot said that Jai Shri Ram is a slogan to instigate people and instill fear and anger. You would not say that about the religious slogan of any other community. And what is happening today, I think what is happening is a bigger reflection of an awakening in our country, Smita. You know, when an attempt to lumpanize all Hindus as hooligans and terrorists by the Congress party and by others is being challenged. Smita, what do you make of the way this issue has sort of torpedoed over the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I want to stick to just the political aspect of it and not the religious aspect of it, Arnab, if I may be allowed to do that. Who's a good Hindu, who's a bad Hindu, which political party is Hindu, lesser Hindu, more Hindu, I'm not going to get into that. I just want to focus on the last 48 hours. What happened was that, you know, as we are heading closer to the polling date, it's become a very emotive election. And as Sanju herself was admitting to it, and she's from the BJP, and she herself was saying that, you know, and she was quoting the analysts or whoever was coming on television, that the Congress thought that they were on a victory spree and they were going to win this election because they felt that the people of Karnataka were dissatisfied with the Bommai government. But what happened was that this manifesto which has come out and the mention of Bajrang Dal in that has just put, it's like a self-goal that the Congress has done to itself. And this was something that was absolutely not prudent on Congress's part. If there was a chink in their armor, they showed it openly to the BJP to take advantage in this. Because when it comes to the last lap, any political party will try to see what is that little, opening in that armor where they can spear through. And that is exactly what the BJP is doing today with all the Hanuman Chalisa recitation and everything. And you have seen what Veerappa Moily said today. I mean, I'm really surprised because the Congress has a very strong bench strength in Karnataka. Who in the Congress party decided to do this? It's not as if I'm saying that the Bajrang Dal or the Sri Rama Sena has covered themselves in roses by in their acts in Karnataka. But the fact is that why you cannot equate Bajrang Bali with Bajrang Dal. The fact is that just the name Bajrang, to have brought it before the election was a political suicide.
Sure, I think you are looking at it rightly from that political prism. I'll get Sandeep also on it. But I think something more. I was just telling my team earlier today that I feel that what is happening must be looked beyond the contours of details of Karnataka politics. This has got a nationwide reaction. Frankly, between you and me, Smita, let me tell you, it will be the biggest disaster for the Congress party, not if it loses this election. If the election becomes close, that is disaster for the Congress party. The Congress should have swept the election because elections can Karnataka swing this way and that every time. I am surprised the election is looking close. My point is on a larger prism. My point is that on the soil of Bharat, Hinduism has been abused for a long time, and it has been my question is not, you're saying the Congress tried to, has made a mistake. That's not my point. My point is, why did the Congress party want to make that mistake, Sandeep? Because you see, the moment you abuse a Hindu group in your manifesto, you can shout from the rooftops in your rallies that I have taken an anti-Hindu position. So you go to a minority dominated area and you say we've taken anti-Hindu position in the hope that the vote will consolidate behind you. This is an attempt at getting a minority vote bank behind you. Let there be no two views about it. Waris can deny it, Sabharwal can say all kinds of things, but Sabharwal will not accept that Bhupesh Baghel said that the BJP has turned Ram into Rambo. Your party said, sir, you want me to quote what your party leaders have said? It doesn't make you angry? You have said Ram is Rambo. Would you say that about any other religion? Is this tolerable language by your leader? Your leader says Hanuman is angry, Hanuman is aggressive.
God is God.
This way they have set the mindset of the society. These are the words spoken by your party leaders about Hindu faith. You have also said no. Sir,
every God is God.
Sir,
I need to make a quick point.
Sir, no, I want to bring in Sandeep here.
Equal,
my point is, sir, you have made an attempt to villainize the Bajrang Dal.
We must stop religion in politics.
Religion? Oh, really? You want to stop religion?
No, please don't sit
Sandeep
here
is
and give
which coming from
Congress
Sandeep
leaders
Ghosh,
are
please.
doing exactly
Hasn't been
the
on the
opposite.
debate so far. Sandeep.
See, first of all, Arnab, to the question you asked, this is typical Congress. When its left hand doesn't know what its right hand is doing. Somebody is making the manifesto and the local leadership is left out and they are speaking in another voice. And this is precisely, I don't know who writes Priyanka Gandhi's speeches and who, whether, Shiv Kumar and Siddaramaiah have anything to do with it. That's typical Congress. And that's what I worry if Congress ever comes to power. Who will be really running the show, whether the people who are getting elected or somebody in a 10 Janpat or 24 Akbar Road. But good. It's almost, I think, intuitive that your people have put me on the lower panel in your frames, because essentially, as you know, I'm a Democrat at heart and a very secular person. So I'm actually today very concerned about, as you said, this was going to be a Congress victory. Everybody had given that. So why is Congress throwing it all out? Their whole secular credentials they're throwing out by talking something.
Which secular credentials are you talking about, Sandeep? I'm sorry.
No, quote unquote.
I'm sorry. I'll have to intervene here. I'll have to intervene here. No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll have to intervene here, I'm telling you. You see, analysts like you make this assumption. Congress party has secular credentials. Where did you draw that from?
Unquote.
1 minute. The most casteist party, which only promotes dominant castes in the local region, which pits religion against religion, a party which says that Ram Setu does not exist, Lord Ram did not exist, which patently takes an anti-Hindu position on everything. An so-called intelligentsia, which compares a Hanuman sticker to a Nazi symbol in this country. Is this secularism? You call this secularism. Today, no. I'm saying, you have got this sort of people, this chatterati, who say today's gods are angry. Why is the lion looking angry? Why is Lord Hanuman angry? This is muscular Hindutva. You got it all wrong. And you also are making a mistake. On what basis do you call these people secular? I would call them secular. The day DK Shivakumar does not say that the Mangaluru blast accused Sharik is a fellow who made a mistake. You think that is secularism? You call a terrorist a person who made a mistake? How is that? What form of secularism is this? And why are you associating secularism with the Congress? You think these people are secular?
I'm sure you can.
What is it?
Being tongue-in-cheek. I was, of course, being tongue-in-cheek.
What is the problem, Renu?
But that is the
I'll fight
problem.
all the way with you today. No problem.
They are trying to be secular. They don't, and then they take.
BJP in the media working overtime to do this.
What media?
Led by Mr. Arnab Goswami.
What have I done?
To show that there is no friends of the media.
The hashtag tonight is anti-Hindu, not cool. You use the hashtag.
Media working overtime.
You must also use the hashtag.
You are. Nobody will use that hashtag.
No, I'm not cutting anyone off. It's Renu who's interrupting. I'm not cutting you off. Renu is interrupting.
Into a Hindu Muslim. That's all you're doing.
When will Modi reduce the food prices in our country?
There's nothing else to discuss.
1 minute. I'm just getting.
Can I please respond?
No,
I'm getting Sandeep in for a moment. Please, Sandeep, yeah. 1 minute. Can you just all calm down a bit? Sandeep is on the debate. 1 minute. Mr. Sabharwal, Sandeep wanted to finish his point, then I'll come to you, please. So yes, Sandeep, complete your point, please. Yeah. But I don't believe in this theory of yours, Congress's secular credentials. Where did we learn that? I mean, I don't know. They are hugging Zakir Naik on stage, calling Zakir Naik a messenger of peace and goodwill. 26-11 RSS की साजिश, that is secularism, Sandeep?
May I come in?
No, I want Sandeep to complete. Okay, his audio went off. His audio went off. His audio went off. His audio went off. There's no conspiracy here. Yeah, you can. I'm letting Sandeep complete his point. Surabhi, I'll get you in after that, please. Yeah.
So I was saying that, we all want a strong opposition, but why is Congress really frittering away their entire campaign by doing this? I think there is a larger picture. They have done this for Ram Mandir, as you were pointing out. They have done this earlier by calling Hindu terror and everything. And now I don't think it is, as simple as what we say. I don't think they're just being naive or this is very, very deliberate. And that is what worries me. Yeah. What are they really trying to do to the country? On one hand, they complain about country being split, but what are they themselves doing? I'll tell you. Since you hold the Congress as such an innocent party, I will tell you, why don't they speak when a 16-year-old boy from the Bajrang Dal is brutally murdered in Assam's Karimganj district? What were they doing when Kamal Dev Giri was murdered?
Arvind Sagar, a Bajrang Dal worker, just 24 hours back was murdered in Uttarakhand by Tausif, Irfan, Nazman, Salman and Salim. Arvind Sagar, a minor boy was butchered in Uttarakhand by radical Islamists. But Renu obviously is oblivious to these facts.
In UP, whose government was there? BJP. Why don't you ask about that, Arnab? And Arnab, I would like to ask you a question. Do you come to the studio on a cycle or a car? If you come in a car, definitely I will be putting the diesel and petrol. You know what are the prices of that? Why does Modi shy away from answering the questions on these issues of public? They don't want to answer the public issue. Why? He said he promised that
Waris, since you are 1 minute, I'm intervening. Waris, listen to me.
Try to understand that. What is the main intention of the BJP? People are asking them questions. They don't have the answer for that. Modi said 15 lakh will be deposited in your account. Nothing. Prior to 2019 also he said that UCC.
Just 1 minute. Sanju, don't speak over him. We have to hear each other out. Come on now, Sanju. That's not right, please. Now, I'll tell you. 1 minute. Viewers, many of you want me to respond to Waris. I also want to respond to him when Sanju allows me and when Waris stops. And Waris, now that you've stopped for at least 3 seconds, counting, I'm bringing Surabhi on the debate. And what people are asking me is, why don't you ask Waris a question? And here is my question to you, Waris. Okay? Surabhi, you be witness to this question, please, that he allows me. Can you name the 23-year-old young man who was brutally stabbed to death in Shivamoga, if it doesn't hurt you to take his name?
No, whosoever.
Oh, now there's who. Harsha becomes whosoever. His name is not whosoever. His name is Harsha. His name is Harsha. His name is not whosoever. So you suddenly go whosoever on me? Whatsoever, whatsoever?
A young Dalit girl was killed, brutally shot dead in UP daylight.
Your INM leader's son,
who is the chief minister of? When you speak about
a 16-year-old girl last year in May 2022.
These things are bound to happen. You don't talk about that state.
You and everything under the sun did not condemn this rape by the son of an INM MLA. So don't sit here and talk about Hindus and Dalits.
Today one is gone. What happens to the other? So will the country run on the rule of law?
Okay. I'll
You won't believe in democracy. You want to make it a banana republic. You want to slap the BJP.
Okay. Surabhi, let me tell you one thing about the Congress, Surabhi. Can I Waris and Sanju, please? Waris and Sanju, please.
Don't forget Manipur, Arnab. Why don't you talk about Manipur? Double engine Sarkar is there in Manipur. What is happening there? Is Manipur not a part of India? Have you forgotten Manipur? What is happening there? Why Modi is silent on that? Why no answer in Manipur? Why you are not questioning the other panelists on Manipur? See, this is the duplicity, Arnab, I am against. This is the duplicity we don't want to answer to the nation. The nation wants to know why Arnab is silent on Manipur. The nation wants to know why Arnab is silent on the rest of the issue. The nation wants to know why Arnab is silent on the rising fuel prices. The nation wants to know why Arnab does not talk about Modi's promises. The nation wants to know what is Arnab's take on UCC. Why prior to the election the polarization is going on in the country?
You see, I find it very interesting. I find it. Sanju, if you allow me, please. Thank you, Sanju, for a moment. I'm responding to him, Sanju. Now my question to, okay. Now Sanju's quiet, now you be quiet. Everyone is on. Waris, will you be quiet? You know, I'll tell you one thing. In 1,000 lives, you'll never be able to put me on the back foot. The point is this. Let me tell you, I find it fascinating.
I put you several times back foot. 9 years debating with you, Arnab, I put you several times on the back foot. Today also, you are on back foot because I asked you about Manipur, which you want to hide from the nation. You don't want to touch the topic. Manipur is a part of India. Manipur is a part of my great nation. It's burning. Manipur is burning.
Okay, 1 minute. Sanju, 1 minute. I have Surabhi on the left. 1 minute. Can I have everyone on the screen? Sanju, quiet for a minute. And now my response. Time for my rebut to you, Waris. And my rebut to you is, my viewers across the country are finding it fascinating that a man who has tried all his political career at pitting Hindus against Muslims and Muslims against Hindus, a man called Waris Pathan, who says, "Tumhare 80, hamare 20," a man who stood in Shaheen Bagh and tried to divide the country and create riots, and after that went to sleep in a 7-star hotel after giving all kinds of provocative speeches at Shaheen Bagh, is giving me a lecture on Manipur, and I'm reporting on Manipur, and I'm confident that the Indian security forces and the government will bring things to a calm in Manipur very soon. And unlike you, I don't enjoy it when there is trouble on law and order anywhere in the country. And now my question is this.
You are dividing the nation.
Yeah. Now my question is to Surabhi versus Mr. Sabharwal, thank you very much. Mr. Sabharwal, today you say you're very concerned about it. You see, when Ashok Gehlot was Chief Minister, he allowed a full march of the PFI, right? And they were marching one day, and Ashok Gehlot said it's okay. And all these PFI people, they used to march in uniforms, amidst the hijab row. Do you know that, Surabhi? The Congress, there were 1,400 cases against PFI. It was banned in Jharkhand, but Siddaramaiah did not do anything about it in Karnataka. And now they are saying the Hindu group is a terrorist group and want to equate it with the PFI. So the hypocrisy is clear to me, yeah.
The hypocrisy is not something that's either present only in Karnataka, present only in India at all, Arnab. My travels across the world in the last 2 years have showed me that the left inherently does not want to and wants to turn a blind eye to something called Islamism and Islamist violence. That is the sort of positioning that the Congress is also positioning in India. To the Congress representative over here, the mistake that you have very clearly made, sir, and tried to backtrack from is the fact that you have said PFI and Bajrang Dal in the same breath. Why would you do that? It is very clear that the people who started the PFI were from a banned terrorist outfit of Simi.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not wrong, sir. It is there in your manifesto.
You read our manifesto.
And then after that, I have read the manifesto. I'm sitting here in Karnataka. I have a hard copy
that is the state manifesto. That is the state manifesto. That is not the central manifesto. That is the Karnataka State Party Manifesto by the people of Karnataka.
Everyone on.
They would have given the suggestions.
Everyone on.
Voting for who here? Are we voting for
I'm very happy that you people are taking the name of Hanuman Chalisa.
This is Karnataka. Should I be reading the national manifesto for assembly election? I don't get it.
Bhagwan Bajrang will throw you to Sri Lanka.
But
they are throwing you to Lanka.
Sir, there is an assembly election.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've run short of time. There is a tremendous amount of support to the hashtag tonight. And Mr. Sabharwal, get the message, please. It should have been a walkover for you. It's becoming close. We'll see what happens on the 13th. And when I come back on the other side, some straight speaking on this whole issue, ladies and gentlemen, about the Kerala story. Now, it's surprising. And the director who's joining me on the other side of the film, Sudipto Sen, said it right. He said, you say that we should not associate terrorism with a religion. In that case, why are you reacting if somebody is questioning the ISIS? The film The Kerala Story is about terrorism. It's not about religion at all. Why are people mixing it up? And why, on this particular issue as well, the lobby doesn't know what to do? We know what to say on the other side.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है।
ಏನ್ ತಮಾಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ? ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜನ ಒಡೆದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ ಅಂದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಓಟ್ ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮೋದಿಯವರು ಮೀಸಲಾತಿನ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಗೆ, ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ.
ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಬಹುಮತ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಸಾಕಾರ.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है। ऐसा क्या है जो भगवान गौतम बुद्ध उन्होंने अनुभव किया और हम नहीं कर पाए?
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will be holding talks with counterparts of Russia, China and Uzbekistan ahead of the SCO Foreign Ministers meeting in Goa. President Draupadi Murmu will embark on a 3-day visit to her home state of Odisha from today. According to the President's Secretariat, President Murmu will lay the foundation stone for the skill training hub and community centre at Odisha's Paharpur. An encounter broke out between security forces and militants in Baramulla district of Jammu and Kashmir. Security forces shot dead 2 terrorists and said incriminating evidence, including an AK-47, ammunition and cash was recovered. Infighting in Maharashtra opposition alliance, the Maha Vikas Aghadi, has escalated after the state Congress chief Nana Patole on Wednesday slammed the UBT leader Sanjay Raut, saying that the latter should not interfere in political affairs of other parties.
Popular Front of India's that has been banned, founding members of the Popular Front of India who are members of SIMI, direct links when it comes to terror activities. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have any such evidence. How can you equate Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India?
Whoever tried to create disturbance in the public on peace, disharmony, communal harmony, action will be taken.
For your party, Rahul Gandhi on a daily basis keeps abusing the RSS. Why would you then take Jagdish Shettar into the Congress fold?
They have their own experience, well-matured people, 6-time MLA, former Chief Minister, former Deputy Chief Minister. They know, even I also know about the history of RSS. We believe in different ideology. So he also thought that now we have to go for a change. It is earlier RSS may be different, now RSS may be different.
You do still have the aspirations of being a chief minister, which almost every leader who spent so much time in public life would have that expectation. Why is it so wrong for you to admit the fact that yes, you have that kind of aspiration?
Who said I don't have any aspiration? I am a politician, I am not a sannyasi, but my duty is to bring Congress party to power. And the party high command will decide on a democratic political process.
Popular Front of India that has been banned, founding members of the Popular Front of India who were members of SIMI, direct links when it comes to terror activities. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have any such evidence. How can you equate Bajrang Dal and the Popular Front of India?
Whoever tried to create disturbance in the public on.
But we have seen the advertisement of the film. It is very specific that it is trying to create a communal division in the state of Kerala. Because their basic contention is that the Kerala story is based on true facts.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति जो है वो हिलती नहीं है। ऐसा क्या है जो भगवान गौतम बुद्ध उन्होंने अनुभव किया और हम नहीं कर पाए?
ಏನು ತಮಾಷೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ? ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜನ ಒಡೆದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ ಅಂದವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಓಟ್ ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮೋದಿಯವರು ಮೀಸಲಾತಿನ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ನನ್ನ ಓಟು ಭೇದ ಭಾವ ಇಲ್ಲದ ಬಿಜೆಪಿಗೆ, ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಡಬಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ.
ಈ ಬಾರಿಯ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಬಹುಮತ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಯ ಸಾಕಾರ.
तो एक हिसाब से आप सबका स्वागत है बुद्ध बनने के लिए। और जब उस अवस्था का अनुभव होता है तो आपके भीतर शांति ही होती है। भले आसपास कुछ भी गड़बड़ी हो जाए, भीतर की शांति